Hello everybody and welcome to my sanctuary. Today's live stream is on the suggested topic of apraxia. The information below came from the ASHA website in the article Apraxia of Speech in Adults. About apraxia of speech. To speak, messages must go from the brain to the mouth. These messages tell the muscles how and when to move to make sounds. When you have apraxia of speech, the messages don't get through correctly due to brain damage. You might not be able to move your lips or tongue the right way to say sounds. Sometimes you might not be able to speak at all. Apraxia of speech is sometimes called acquired apraxia of speech, verbal apraxia, or dyspraxia. This is a motor speech disorder. You can also have apraxia in other parts of your body, like your arms or legs. It's called limb apraxia. How serious your apraxia is depends on what type of brain damage you have. Apraxia can happen at the same time as other speech or language problems. You may have muscle weakness in your mouth, and this is called dysarthria. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Um, you could also have problems understanding what others say or telling others what you're thinking. This is called aphasia. Children also can have apraxia. Signs of apraxia. If you have apraxia of speech, you will have problems saying words correctly. This may cause you to say something very different than what you meant. You may even make up words. For example, you may say chicken when you may say chicken instead of kitchen, or you may say something that might not make sense. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm going to say this right. I think it's bipem, even though you wanted to say kitchen. You may know what you want to say. You may know what you say is wrong and try to fix it. Sometimes you will get it right, but sometimes you will say something else, and this can be frustrating. If you have apraxia, you may experience these following symptoms, or some of these symptoms. You may have trouble in imitating or saying sounds on your own. You may add new sounds, leave out sounds, or say sounds the wrong way. Be able to say something right the first time and wrong the second time or the next time. You move your tongue and lips to get the right. You move your tongue and lips to get them in the right place as you try to say the sounds, which is called groping. You speak more slowly, and you're able to say the things you say all the time, like hello or how you are or how are you, without trouble. This is called automatic speech. You're not able to say sounds at all, which this can happen in severe cases. Causes for apraxia of speech. Damage to parts of the brain that control how the muscles move cause apraxia of speech. Any type of brain damage can cause apraxia. This includes stroke, traumatic brain injury, dementia, brain tumors, and brain diseases that get worse over time. Testing for apraxia of speech. If you have trouble speaking, you should see a doctor right away. It is important to find out why and make sure it doesn't get worse. Speech language pathologists can test your speech and language. This will help the speech language pathologist determine or decide whether you have apraxia or some other problem. The speech language pathologist will look at how well you can move your mouth, your lips, and your tongue. They will listen to how your speech sounds in single words, sentences, and conversation. A speech language pathologist tests how you understand what others say and how you use words to tell others about your thoughts. Treatment for apraxia of speech. Speech language pathologists can work with you to improve how you say sounds and put sounds into words. Treatment will focus on getting your muscles to move correctly. You may need to teach your muscles to make sounds again. Saying sounds over and over and using the correct mouth movements can help. You may need to slow down your speech or talk to talk in a steady rhythm so you can say the words that you need to say. In in bad cases, you may need to find your other ways to answer questions and tell people what you want. These may include simple hand gestures, writing, pointing to letters or pictures, or using a computer. This is called argumentative and alternative communication. It is important to get help if you have apraxia of speech. Talk to your doctor or see a speech language pathologist, or look into getting a speech language pathologist in your area. The next fun unscripted live stream will be Monday, January 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern. The next scripted live stream will be on Saturday, January 24th at noon Eastern, and will be on the topic of celebrities with cerebral palsy. For anyone that watches my Monday stream or participates in general, there will be a poll tomorrow coming out to decide what topic we're going to do for when we get to 1,800 subscribers. And then there'll also be a poll on a later date to decide what day we're going to do that, the celebratory stream. And my celebratory streams are subscriber only, and I did that because we've had too many trolls on this channel, so I'm keeping it safe for me and other people, because I know it's not just my safe space, but this other people's safe space. Just wanted to say that. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.